Well, good Tuesday morning. This is Pastor Robbie George, Archdale Baptist Church. It's Tuesday morning, March the 4th, 2025. Currently in the city of Summerville, South Carolina, about 20 minutes outside of Charleston, South Carolina, something like that, on what has turned out to be a very nice morning. Just got my delivery done. I've been sitting about 6.5 hours since I left altogether, so getting that first walk in before I head back up the road. It's about 9:20 in the morning on Tuesday, and all I got to do right now is ride, and it's about 4 hours and 15 minutes direct getting back home. I got to stop and get fuel. I got to stop and take lunch. You know how it goes. But this morning I'm just getting one of those walks in since I've been sitting so long. Reading out of the book of Galations this morning, chapter 5. This will be our scripture text. Last week we were in James chapter 4, and this goes right along with it. I may have shared this scripture in one of the other videos, but this I say then, this is Galations 5:16, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit against the flesh. These are contrary the one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you would. So even when we're trying to do the right thing, the reason we can't get it right is because of this war that's going on between the flesh and the spirit man. So we all deal with that. James called it a war last week, and what we looked at in the scriptures on Sunday, James chapter 4. I'm getting a whiff right here from this truck stop of that chicken they cook up, all that grease in these places here. Oh man, it smells good this early in the morning, getting me hungry. I left the house this morning about 3:30. I'm talking about out the yard. But got down here about 8 o'clock or a little bit after, and it didn't take them too long to get me unloaded. But it is a beautiful day on what's supposed to be in the low 70s here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. You know, they've had a lot of wildfires and everything here in the state, and governor's declared a state of emergency currently, and we've got those red flag warnings where we live as well. So it's real bad in the Myrtle Beach area, very dry, and we got severe weather coming at us tomorrow. Supposed to be moving through our area about 10 o'clock in the morning with a very large chance of a tornado and those kinds of things. So 60-mile-an-hour straight winds. It's going to be a rough morning, and then it's supposed to kind of intensify again in the afternoon and get going again. But it's a cold front coming at us, pretty strong one. It's got a lot of hundreds of tornadoes today in the south going on even as we speak. So pray for those people today, that the Lord will watch over people and be with the first responders as they respond to these emergencies. But here in the Charleston, South Carolina area this morning, the air is somewhat clear. I can see some kind of haze in the air here from the fires, I guess, because they had the air quality obviously isn't good even up where we live. So, you know, I'm sure it's the same here. But I'm way south today. I got off of I-95 at exit 86. I was 86 miles from the Georgia line, where you go east towards Charleston. And so I'll be taking that 26 back to the west, heading towards Columbia, and then hitting I-95 north, heading towards Florence, and then going up that way through Florence and Darlington, heading back through Rockingham. That's the way I came down, and that's the way I'll be going back today. I like that route. you avoid Charlotte altogether, and that's a good thing. You see the boats over there and palm trees, and I've seen a lot of boats already since I've been doing my walk here, just in the side of these 10 or 15 minutes. And well, there's a lot of water around here. Obviously, I came over Santee Cooper a while ago on my way down here. Big fish in that body of water. I think there's some state records came out of that piece of water. But very busy here in this area that I'm currently in. I'm looking over, it's $2.69 for gas over there, $3.39 for diesel. That's about as cheap as you'll see diesel. But $2.69. It's probably cheaper than that in other parts of South Carolina, so that's probably on the high side out here, away from everything, right on the highway. But they're delivering that ready ice over there. I seen him with a pallet of ice taking that in. I know what that life's like. I did deliver some ice for the hurricane there a couple times, but for the government at one time. So it is warming up now, even as I'm doing this walk, and so it's gonna be a beautiful day here and at home as well before the bad weather moves in. See the signs say Charleston to the east in the left lane, Columbia to the west here. I usually walk out 8 minutes and then walk back 8 minutes. That's what I normally do. And it's getting ready to hit the highway, and I seen all these sidewalks. So there was an industrial park that way and this way, so figured I could get one in right quick before I hit the highway, and just gonna be a whole lot of sitting from here home, so I'll have to stop and do it again. I'm on a 12-hour day here at least, so it's gonna be probably after 4 o'clock before I see my house today. And I left it this morning at 2:45, so some days are like that. And I had an option to do a little something different, but I took a long route today. Don't know what tomorrow looks like, but that's kind of the way the job is. I'm gonna have to call in today before I get there to see what tomorrow looks like. Oh, but what a beautiful morning here. This is Chamber of Commerce weather here, and there's a Arby's that's getting ready for their day, cleaning their windows. Looks like they're doing a little bug spraying right now, but I know they're not open this time of morning, so. But, oh, what a beautiful morning it is. I hope you have a blessed day, though. Stay safe in the severe weather tomorrow. Like I said, they're saying it's coming through at 10 o'clock in the morning. Got to keep our ears on and our eyes open and pay attention to what's going on around us tomorrow. Keep everybody safe. And we're going to hit the open road and head back north right now. Be heading towards the house with the hammer down here in just a few minutes. We'll be abiding by the speed limit, though. God bless you today, though. Pastor Robbie, Archdale Baptist Church, coming to you on this sunny Tuesday morning. God bless you.